The only thing I might suggest is not hold the microphone where you just held it.
Shit, and it's running. We have so many bloopers on camera today. It's good. We're at the high-end 2024 with Terry from Primare. We're talking about prices at the high end, and that's why I actually choose this new SC15, because I love Primare for the affordability, the quality, the musicality. Our viewers know that we pretty much often say, at least try a Primare and something else in the same price segment. But what struck me, and I'm wondering how you do that, is releasing these kinds of products, like a preamp streamer with a DAC, for this price.
Well, I'm glad you noticed that, and that is our stated goal, to provide the best possible experience for the greatest number of people, and we work very hard to achieve that. And so every aspect of the design has that in the back of our mind. We want to provide only those things, features, functionalities, technologies, that actually pay their way, that are not extraneous, that don't necessarily contribute to better performance. So even in little things like the fact that we only use 3 feet, that it sits on a shelf, absolutely stable. Yeah. We save 25% in feet cost.
That's very Scandinavian, because yesterday we were at System Audio, and he had the same philosophy, like leave everything away that's not necessary.
Exactly. You do that, and so even on our front faceplate, it's quite elegant. People always talk about how elegant it is, but it's actually a very simple thing to do. It's not expensive, and yet it gives it an elegant appearance, because we believe that it should be a total experience. So not just audio, but it should be pleasing to look at, it should be pleasing to use, so the buttons should have a particular tension. So all of those things are attended to with great detail, but ultimately only if they can provide the level of performance that we're looking for. So you'll see us not including certain features that other manufacturers might, that we have determined aren't really essential for the greatest number of people.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's good.
Man, it was gold. I was giving you gold. But in any case, so one of the examples in the SC15 Prisma is that it is a system control center, hence SC15. Yeah. But in reality, what it really is a network player DAC. It has our Prisma technology in it, our really good D-Day conversion system in it, and it is a
and Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi connection, and a really good system. We've really tweaked it so that we really get the best performance capabilities that Wi-Fi offers for wireless connection to speakers. And with friends of ours of the company System Audio, for example, we've been able to really develop a really close handshake, not to belabor a point, between those two products to get this best result. But the beautiful thing for us is that this is our i15 Prisma integrated amplifier without the amp. And so we're able to take all the costs and development of all those products and put them into a variety of units. Even this NP5 Prisma network player or player, all of that benefits from having research and development that flows throughout the product range. And so this becomes an extraordinarily useful device. It can be your network player DAC with fixed output to be connected into any system. You can use its preamplifier output to connect to active loudspeakers so that you have a very nice compact streaming system. It has analog inputs, so you can plug in, say, a phono preamplifier into it, and you can get all of this feature and functionality with the latest chipset from ESS that we've been able to put into the Mark II version of this.
Last year the DM35 was bumped up to the DM36, and now it's in this.
Yep, and now we put it in, so all the lessons we've learned there are be able to apply there. And then the other thing is because we've been working with the people who create Summit, and another of the many designer friends that we have around the Orison in southern Sweden and then in Denmark, we're able to put in a room EQ, an automatic room EQ system, as well as has a manual EQ system built into it as well. But this room EQ, this automatic EQ, simply allows us to play a 60-second test tone with our app. Then in that iOS device, we're able just to move it around the listening position, and all of a sudden everything below 500 hertz gets aligned in a way that makes
Below 500.
500. Now, we measure all frequencies. So we measure from 20,000 all the way down to 20, but it is the 500 hertz and below where you can have the most effect, but you need to do that in conjunction with the upper frequencies. So it measures all the frequencies, and then in relation to that, it adjusts the bass balance, the linearity, so that you get the best overall performance. Now, there are options for Android users where they need to use a microphone, a Zen microphone, in order to connect with that system, which actually can be used with the iOS devices as well for even better performance because of the higher quality mic. But in any case, it allows for all of these wonderful flexibilities built into a very cost-effective device that can go with your system as it grows, as it develops, in ways that are really quite remarkable.
And the room EQ, room correction, is it borrowed from Pallet? The WiSA hub? Platin, sorry.
Yeah, Platin is one of the companies that have been working to develop the hub that System Audio uses, Buchart Audio uses.
They have room EQ as well, so you use that technology.
We're using that technology. And the great thing is that here again, when we're talking about cost savings, this is a tested, tried and true system that we've heard being very effective. And we do this a lot. We make sure that we don't try to think we need to invent everything in-house. If we can see technology that is out in other areas of the world, such as the Platin room EQ, we will work with them to incorporate it in our devices again to provide the best possible experience for the greatest number of people.
Yeah, it's pretty smart. So what's the price of the SC15?
€2,000.
Wow, actually affordable, people. Yeah, we were complaining about all the pricing going up in the high end.
Crazy, and we work really hard on all of our product ranges, not just the 15 series, which is our lower priced range, but throughout our fuller size products to make sure we provide high levels of performance at otherwise really unrealizable prices. We often get compared to other manufacturers' products where they are at that price or higher, and many people still prefer our sound.
Well, thank you for your time. There's of course more to see here, but we'll probably review a new Primare soon. I hope so. Thank you for your time. You have a nice fair.
You too.